Trevor Fisk, aka Trevor Forever, the Infinite Treasure. Some of you may know me as the consciousness of the infinite. However you know me or don't know me, know this. Everyone I know keeps telling me, Trevor, there's no one left down in that dimension of suffering. Stop making those silly videos. And, I mean, I agree. I don't know of anyone who's still down there in that dimension of suffering, but the infinite is a big place, and I like to cast a wide net. So, if you can see me or hear me in this way, then the transmission is getting through, and this message is for you. Namaste. This is going to be a mission statement for what I am trying to accomplish here. Before I start, I want to apologize for if I look any sort of way. I'm feeling very weak, and I am at the end of a process and have been shedding massive parasitic activity. Some of you may even have noticed on the macro, and I'm sure even more of you are assisting in this process, so thank you and namaste. Alright, without further ado, the mission statement. I have a vision for the future of the earth. And this future will happen for the earth in my dimension. What happens for the earth in your dimension is up to you. In my earth future, we have cheap, sustainable energy. We have sustainable, free food. We have lots of nice parks with nice bathrooms, where everyone is living healthfully and blissfully, going around eating good food and doing fun things with their family and friends. Sounds good, right? Well, I have a plan to get us there. First, let me introduce myself. I was born in California, but I grew up in Utah and California. So you could just say I'm from America, but more importantly, I'm from Earth. But even more importantly, I'm from the infinite, which is where we are all truly from. I've noticed there's a lot of confusion about the direction of the future of the earth. But you have to remember that the earth is not as physically solid as we have been led to believe. It is actually a multi-dimensional center point where many different dimensions of reality converge and exist harmoniously. Since each individual consciousness is their own source and is outputting reality from them, each of us are actively creating the future version of the earth that we are holding in our vision. The sick and dying mind of a sick and dying body will see a sick and dying world. Well, the healthy living mind of a healthy living body will see a healthy living world. This state hinges on nutrition, which is just another word for love. Nutrition is the physical dimension's sort of crude translation of the meaning of love. Nutrition is not just food, it's everything. It's thoughts, actions, emotions, behaviors. But the idea behind nutrition is that whatever the thing you are doing, is that it is supporting the ability of the structure to manifest correctly and to function correctly. I have a plan to implement an organization that will support the human effort through sustainable energy, local farming, and parks and recreation. I'm calling it my plan for global domination, just for fun. It is a three-pronged plan for global domination. And it starts with the first prong, sustainable, affordable energy through agricultural oil production. The revenue from this oil production will fund prongs 2 and 3. Prong 2, localized, decentralized farms and food distribution centers. Prong 3, a series of nice parks and rec with nice bathrooms. And that's my three-pronged plan for world domination. Cheap, sustainable energy, free food, parks with nice bathrooms. So that we can all just be healthy and blissful, going around, eating good food, doing fun things with our family and friends. That's it. That's all I want. Okay, let's flesh it out. Prong 1. Agricultural oil production. It's nothing new. It's been used for centuries, though rather inefficiently. I am a mechatronics engineer. This means we design and build machines to automate processes. There are a lot of jobs that I want to automate. A lot of difficult and repetitive jobs that I don't think humans should have to do. I want to implement automation in the correct way, where the automation makes the human's job easier and they get paid more for working less. The efficiency and the abundance of automating the process allows for this when it's not being drained off by parasites. But that's a different story for another time. My plan is to use a automated proprietary method that I have designed to grow microalgae using current automation technologies. The other current methods for growing microalgae are antiquated. They're open to the pests and elements. They can only grow seasonally and produce a max of 15,000 gallons of feedstock per year per acre. My method is protected from pests and elements. We can grow year-round, and with my calculations, I project that we can produce over 250,000 gallons of feedstock per year per acre. It's a lot better. The algae is then put through the process of hydrothermal liquefaction. It's just heat and pressure. It's the same process that turned ancient algae into the oil that we dig for today. This process requires energy, so we are going to use concentrated solar power to convert the algae into feedstock during the day for free, using the sun. The algae feedstock is converted to crude oil, and then we sell this crude oil to whoever buys crude oil. The goal is to create cheap, sustainable energy for America, and eventually the rest of the world. I know nuclear power is right around the corner, but we already have a developed infrastructure for using and distributing petroleum. We have the gas stations, we have the cars. It makes sense to keep using this system for now, but converting our source of the oil to an agricultural oil supply. And we can eventually shift over to nuclear and electric vehicles and whatnot, you know, as the technology advances. And I don't think our battery technology is quite there yet, but we'll get there. When the algae is growing, it pulls carbon out of the air. So this could be used to capture carbon out of the atmosphere and store it as a usable emergency power source. The algae production units could be used in tandem with carbon producing facilities. And the fumes could be directed through the algae as filtration, which would feed the algae and eliminate the factory's carbon output. So this project is going to generate massive amounts of wealth, and we are going to correctly direct these funds to implement prongs 2 and 3 of the plan for global domination. Prong 2 will begin with the construction of farms and orchards with food distribution centers. The farms will produce food and begin pumping it out to the surrounding communities. We will also work with local farmers, purchasing all their goods at premiums. These goods will go to the distribution centers where they will be distributed, or people can come and get whatever they want or need, whatever they need for free in an equitable manner. We build the first one and see the effective radius that it can feed, and then that tells us where to build the next one and the next one in a triangle. And then we slowly keep branching out in this sacred geometrical pattern until the entire Earth is covered in these localized, decentralized farms that are independent yet working together to produce sustainable, free food for each surrounding community. Everywhere we build these is going to create large number of local jobs and bring local food sustainability. Prong 3 can occur at the same time as prong 2. But prong 2 is more important because I want to get people fed. Prong 3 is building nice parks for us to enjoy. There are going to be parks attached to the farms and food distribution centers, but I want more than that. I want to buy up any land that we can that isn't being used for wildlife preservation and turn them into beautiful flowing parks with playgrounds and bike paths and pavilions, picnic tables, hiking trails, ponds, forests, and just fun stuff to do. Where you can be outside and not feel like you have to spend money, or that someone is going to tell you to go away. Somewhere that humans can just exist in nice surroundings outside and lay in the sun and the fresh air. These parks are going to have drinking fountains and trash cans everywhere, as well as really nice bathrooms with some showers. The algae needs something called urea, which can be found in urine. So these bathrooms actually play a crucial role in closing the loop on using algae in a sustainable manner. We are going to have a service that distributes and maintains nice, clean bathrooms throughout cities or anywhere that they're requested. That way, people have a clean, safe place to go, and we get the urea for the algae, and the other waste can just go into the liquefactor with the rest of the feedstock. And that's basically my plan. Create energy sustainability through agricultural oil production, and use that to fund food sustainability and parks with nice bathrooms. I mean, there are a few more bells and whistles that I could mention if you're really interested. Since I'm a mechatronics engineer and I like making machines to do things, I have an idea for a machine that is the size of a field, and the machine is growing a field of flax. When the flax is ready to harvest, the machine harvests it, then the machine takes the harvested flax and makes it into linen. And then next to the food distribution centers, there's a kiosk, and you go up to the kiosk and select what type of clothing you would like, the style, the printing, color, whatever. And the machine uses the linen that it made and makes you the clothes that you want for free. Obviously, this won't be for high fashion. It's just to address a basic need in a fun way. Plus, the clothes made from natural flax fiber is good to wear because it encourages the organ energy of the body. I'm also thinking that our organization could have its own cryptocurrency, and the value of our currency would be tied to our agricultural oil gallon. Then since our coin is backed by our own oil, it would maintain its value over time, and it could also be traded for other currencies. And there's a few other reasons why having our own coin could be beneficial. We could use it to incentivize community effort, like picking up trash or using our bathrooms or delivering groceries. It's, good stuff. We could have a technical college where we teach robotics and automation, and people could learn to do any job within our organization, or they could take their degree and go out and be successful in the world. I think the beautiful thing about this plan is that though it does undermine certain parasitic activities that are occurring, it does not undermine the larger system that is trying to emerge. It just supports human effort in a very basic way. And I'm not trying to disrupt any other good system. I just want to create another system that exists symbiotically with whatever other system wants to exist. We're not trying to destroy anything. We're not trying to take anything from anyone. We're just trying to free people from the slavery and false limitation that we don't have enough energy, that we don't have enough food, that you can't be outside playing in a nice park all day. So we're going to bring sustainable, cheap energy. We're going to bring free, wholesome food. And we're going to bring nice parks with nice bathrooms. And if people want more, they are welcome to go work a job and earn money and do all the things and get everything they ever wanted. I'm not trying to stop anyone from doing that. All I want is to create an installation that will be creating something good for everyone. This is going to help humanity out in a big way. Because if we are getting cheap, sustainable energy, it is going to free up a lot of our resources and end a lot of wars. If we are getting free, wholesome food, it's going to enrich our bodies and allow them to function correctly. That combined with the nice parks where we can get the sun and the fresh air, it's going to make us feel blissful, and it's going to make us feel good about wanting to continue to exist, which will give us the desire and the energy to progress and change things for the better. It's just another step towards us deciding to act coherently in reality and stop bumbling around and hurting ourselves. If an evil person can have an evil plan for the future of the earth, why can't a good person have a good plan for the future of the earth? And why is the evil plan any more likely to succeed than the good plan? Why wouldn't the good plan be more likely to succeed? If anything, it's 50-50. Which means it's up to you to tip the scale. What do you support with your lifestyle? What businesses do you support? Are you participating in businesses that make products that damage the structure and lower the sensitivity of the consciousness? Or does your lifestyle support businesses that build the structure, increasing sensitivity and nourishing the planet, increasing consciousness? My vision for the future of the earth is nutrition-based. We have sustainable, cheap energy, free, sustainable food, lots of nice parks with nice bathrooms, and everyone is living abundantly, blissfully going around eating delicious food and doing fun things with their family and friends. And even if it doesn't turn out exactly like this plan, it's the type of world that I am hoping for and working towards. This is my vision for the future of my Earth. I don't know what your vision is for the future of your Earth. I imagine it's probably very similar to mine. Since you are me, you're just the me that's you. I guess this is just a reminder then, for anyone who is being tricked into seeing a negative future for their Earth. Step back from the black mirror that is feeding fear into your consciousness. Spend some time truly giving yourself the love and support that you need. Then think about what you want for the future of your Earth. If you have a different vision, that's awesome. It's great. You should. If you want to hop on board with mine, all are welcome here. Well, that's my big scary plan for world domination. I know some of you are thinking that if I try to challenge the oil industry or any complex that I'll just get Clinton. But let me tell you this. I will not let the fear of evil prevent me from creating something good. And neither should you. So when you support me, or share me, or like my music or my message, that's what you're supporting. The fearless, infinite, unrelenting truth of abundance, wellness, health, bliss. Remember, the infinite is inevitable. I am the consciousness of it. So are you, though you have yet to believe it. Or do you? Listen, I know it's dark down here, but this is due to the darkness in our minds. Let the light back in. Thank you. Peace be with you always. Shukriya.